Alright, I'm going to work through this next row now. So starting here with 5x squared minus 13x plus 6, I can see this is not an easy try because I have a 5x squared. So I'm going to start off by putting 5x in x. So this means, since it's not an easy try, when I make my list of factors for the number 6, I won't find a pair that adds or subtracts to give me this. And the reason why is because the number that I put right here has to be multiplied times 5. So you will guess and check, and sometimes they won't work, but if you will struggle with this a little bit and really work at it, eventually your brain will just start kind of seeing the numbers. And so what I notice here is I've got to take something times 5, and I want to get close to 13. So my first guess would be to put a 3 right here. And if I put a 3 in this spot, I would have to put a 2 in this spot. So let's watch what happens. This would be 15x, and this would be 2x. And I want to get negative 13. And negative 15 and positive 2 would give me negative 13. So since this gives me 15, it's negative, and this one's positive, which works out great because the last two numbers multiplied together give me this. And a positive 2 times a negative 3 is a... Uh-oh, that doesn't work, does it? So 15 and 2 would be fine, but a positive times a negative isn't a positive. So let's switch the numbers around and see what happens. Let's put a 3 here and a 2 here. This comes pretty close. It gives me 10x. This gives me 3x, which would work pretty nice. If they were both negative, that would give me negative 13. So let's put two negatives in here. Let's see what happens. Negative 3 times negative 2 is positive 6. So these are the two factors. Okay, let's look at the next one. This one's not an easy try because of the 2. So this means that I'm going to have to really look at what I put into these two spots. I'm going to put 2d and d because that's what would give me 2d squared. And then I'm going to find the factors of 3, which are just 1 and 3. So really I'm trying to get to the number 11, so I know that I want to put the 3 here and the 1 here. This gives me 6d and 1d, which does not add up to 11. So then I think about what would happen if I would switch the 3 and the 1. Well, this would give me 2, and this would give me 3, which would be 5, and that's not going to work either. So since 1 and 3 are the only choices I have, I'm going to say this one doesn't factor, so it's prime. A number that is prime is one that does not have any factors other than 1 in itself. All right, the next one is also not an easy try. So I'm going to have to put 7x and x. I want to get to the number 26, so I'm going to try to be careful about the number that I put right here, because it has to be multiplied times 7. Factors of 8 are 1 times 8 and 2 times 4. I think I'm going to start by putting the 4 right here, because that would be 28, and the 2 here would be 2. And I'm trying to get to negative 26, so if I have negative 28 and positive 2, that should work. Positive times negative is negative 8, so there's my factors.